Here's a quick update about those green giant trees. Only 2 died from the drought and the neighbor replaced them quickly. I just want to take a moment to praise good neighbors. They take care of their property, they appreciate privacy, and they partake in the culture a little bit, like these fun pumpkins. Totally unnecessary, of course, just icing on the cake. I was able to escape, but maybe you're not. So I was thinking of what kind of advice I would have appreciated when I lived next to bad neighbors. Okay, so this is only if they have a shred of humanity where you can actually talk to them. So I would encourage you to talk to them, but don't discuss the problem at all, at least the first couple of times. Just make it very positive so they know who you are, your face, and you see you as someone who's friendly. And therefore, when you bring up the topic eventually, you could do so from a friendly, familiar background rather than just confronting them immediately and having tensions high. So, just talk about the weather or whatever. And if you get a sense they're insane, like just from those simple topics, then just give up. Don't bother trying to bring up the subject. It could get violent, honestly. You don't know what kind of neighbors you have. However, if that basic human communication goes okay, then you might want to try to bring up the topic in a nice way. For example, let's say they're leaving their trash out and it really smells terrible. Don't say, "Oh my gosh, your trash smells terrible, you should do something about it." You should say, "Do you smell like a weird smell coming from the trash? I wonder what that is." It's not really dishonest, but come from a place of curiosity. Like, there's no judgment, you're just curious. You're like, "I wonder what's causing that smell. Do you smell it? Does it bother you?" Do you want to get into a topic very slowly and carefully, gingerly. Again, keep it simple the first time. You don't have to hammer them over the head with it. Keep talking about it. Then it becomes kind of obnoxious. Then it becomes like a feeling like you're being dishonest. You're not saying what you really want to say. So just kind of mention it and just let it go to a different topic right away. Another example might be if they're blocking your entryway with an overflow of their possessions in front of their entryway, or they're double parking and blocking you in. I've experienced this. It's really, really annoying. And it just reminds you, that you can't afford a private area where you don't have to deal with neighbors. It's just very triggering and frustrating. But we're going to forget all about that when we talk to our neighbor, aren't we? And so after we become sort of friendly, then you're going to bring up the topic. So I would make it seem like a favor. You have to make it feel like you're not forcing them to do what you want. You have to let them know, it's something you would appreciate. Can you please, not park in front of my car so I can get out? And you could tell them, "Oh, my mother is sick. I have to go and visit her often." Just anything. Maybe you have something really true like that, relevant. So I'm just giving you an example and let them know from a human perspective. I would really appreciate it if I could just leave my house whenever I wanted, or I'm afraid of tripping over these things in front of the entryway. I hurt my back or ankle recently, so it'd be very helpful if you can keep your stuff a little bit over on this side. Something like that. You might feel like this is impossible, and maybe it is, but I would try it just because there's really nothing else you can do, so why not try it? And use your judgment. If you feel like it's becoming weird, then again, try to switch the topic into something very lighthearted. Maybe have a topic or two to discuss, something very pleasant and positive, so that you can leave the interaction with a good ending.